Hello everybody, just thought I'd take a few minutes here to film a segment here from South Beach over at Fort Pierce. This is not South Beach, the famous one from Miami Beach. This is South Beach in Fort Pierce, and it's my first stop on my first day of hitting the road officially. I had my bike out because I was going to ride up and down this road here. This is A1A. It's got a really nice bike path here, and I've ridden on it. Actually, I haven't ridden on it, but I did skate on it before with my fiance. Always wanted to ride a bike out here, but didn't make it. And even though I have my bike and I can go for a ride right now, I'm not going to, because it's nearly 4 p.m. and you can see it's starting to get dark already because they have that they pushed the clock back an hour, so it's really 5 p.m. But you can see it looks like it might rain soon. That's a weird looking sky formation. Look at that. Do you see the eye in the sky? Isn't that weird? It's like totally trippy, man. There's an eye in the sky. Anyhow, I had my bike out because I was getting access to the back of the vehicle. I don't know if you recall, I had a gray tub here. I swapped it out for another dresser drawer thingy here because this will slide in and out. See how I can go up and in and out. And I have a bunch of loose crap that I still need to go through. I needed the tub over here because when I had gone to my ex-girlfriend's house to pick up some clothes and stuff, I didn't have room. I actually have way too much clothes with me right now, and we'll need to sort through it. But the reason I haven't gotten rid of stuff is winter's coming. And so I have some papers and stuff, but mostly long pants in here and stuff for me to wear. So I'm going to keep this with the lid here so I can at least store it and keep it handy. Even though we're heading towards South Florida to try to counteract the effect of the colder weather. But basically, I may need it because I can already feel it starting to get a little bit chilly here. And we're in Fort Pierce, which means we're even further south than the Melbourne Palm Bay area. But what I'm about to do right now is just basically put everything back together, clean up, and go take a shower. See the beach access there with the shower? It'll be my first shower in 2 days. So I'll basically show you what the beach here looks like, and take my shower, then cook dinner as I drive back towards the Veterans Memorial Park, because I'm going to try to sit there, not spend the night there, but sit there and get some work done on YouTube to upload some videos and whatnot if I can. There's a lot of footage that was shot that needs to be processed and uploaded. I hope that I can do that over there, so that way, they'll be up and ready and you guys can start following the adventures. Looks like this might be too heavy or something. It's bent. I put a bunch of clothes on it, see, maybe a little too much. They're all heavy jackets and stuff. But I had to bring all this because winter's coming and I don't want to be freezing. So, matter of fact, there's even like an extra sleeping bag there that I can use for as a comforter if I need to stay warm. So these are my clothes and stuff that I'm getting ready to take with me to the beach, the bathroom over there to take a shower. Also need to rinse this out so I can start to prepare dinner. But you can see the vehicle's been reorganized again. It got a little bit messy over the last couple days, but I've sorted it out and it's mostly clean now. You don't want to have this thing a mess when you're in such a confined space. So right now the vehicle's back to, I guess, as clean as it can get until I can dump some clothes. I'll probably be just throwing away older stuff that's kind of raggedy looking. But I need to keep it all right now, both winter and summer, because it still warms up here quite a bit in Florida. But I think my winter clothes is taking up too much space, so I really need to cut that down and just figure out what I want. Maybe 3 pair of pants, long pants, and that's it. What's making it take up so much space is I'm trying to save clothes for in case I have to go for a job interview. So I'm trying to get clothes, keep a couple items that I can wear for an interview. Um, and then I got the extra shoes and stuff that go with that. So it's making it take up a lot of space. In a house that's bigger, it's not an issue. But when you got a little vehicle like this, having 4 or 5 pair of pants, long pants, that's a lot. So ideally I could get it cut down to 2 or 3. But that's only if I didn't have to do interviews and other stuff. And we'll see what happens. But that's the plan, at least, because even though it all fits in this tub right now, I don't really want to have that tub and have to lug around that tub. Other than that, everything else is organized. You can see I got my laundry here ready to go, to be washed. I'm not going to wash it today because it's near the end of the day. I'll probably do laundry tomorrow when I'm in, the plan is to stop at Jensen Beach. And then I may do laundry at Jensen Beach. For today, I'm just getting accustomed to being on the road and trying to figure out a routine for myself and to gauge how far I can go each day. Because I could travel really far in one day, but then I'm stuck somewhere. I'm trying to make this an enjoyable trip, so I'm going at a really leisurely pace and stopping to enjoy the view, to reminisce, and so I guess maybe cry a little bit because, I used to live here too. It's a beautiful place. However, once we travel and I hit the west coast of Florida, I think that for me will be the end of Denoy 2.0. It'll be time to just start, especially when I leave Florida, start seeing new things. Although I've left Florida before, so even when we go on that route, when we start to head westward, we're going to be covering areas that I'm somewhat familiar with because I've driven across country before, so several times. So, but I may stop in like a lot of towns and stuff that I normally skip. So it should be an interesting ride for me too. I'm not quite sure what I feel right now. I'm excited that I'm actually on the road. A little bit nervous because I'm not fully prepared. The vehicle's not fully prepared. And I'm not sure exactly where I'm going or when and how long. I just know that I had to get out of Brevard County. But like right now the plan is to head towards the Upper Keys. I think we might try to visit the Florida Everglades and some of the parks over there in the Upper Keys. We may or may not make it out to Key West. Right now, I'm pretty sure I'm not going out to Key West just because it is a very long ride to get out to Key West, and all there is down there is Key West, and it's just a small little island, and I've already been there before. I would say this about Key West: if you've never been there, it's worth going down there. But once you've seen it and you've experienced the Key West sunset, the furthest point, southern point in the United States, and seen what the beaches and stuff look like down there, you're like, okay. Been there, done that. So, I would go there with a friend or, somebody who hasn't been there before. But as far as me going down there again by myself, I really don't see the point. I've already seen it. I went to the Hemingway house and did all that stuff down there. So it wouldn't be anything new to me. And it would cost quite a bit in gas. So I'll probably just hit the Upper Keys, then loop out westward to the west coast of Florida. Finish up my loop there and loop up. As I hit that southwest area, that's all going to be brand new to me. I've never been out there. So we'll head from there and then head on up towards the Sarasota, Tampa, Clearwater area, which I am somewhat familiar with. Now, if I was fully leaving the state, I would keep going northwest, and then head out of Florida completely. But because I still need to close business up in Brevard County, the plan is to hit that section in about 2 weeks or so, and then cut back across Orlando, back through Orlando towards the Melbourne Palm Bay area. Close out the Melbourne Palm Bay area. Then I can either go back again towards the west coast and go up, or I can head up along the head north on the eastern coast, which would take me through Daytona and St. Augustine. I've been to those places too, but for viewers who've never been there, it may be worth checking out. I might even take the vehicle, if they allow it still, to drive on Daytona Beach. Just do it again, and I've done it before, but I'll do it again in Little Blue too, because I've never done it in my camper van, and just show off the area there and give a tour. And then St. Augustine is definitely worth the stop if you've never been there. And then from that point, I think I can cut over along the Panhandle area of Florida and zip towards Louisiana. The other option is to head towards Cherokee, North Carolina, but with winter coming, I'm not sure I want to go that way. It'll be cold, and I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. So I may head out west and go along the lower part of the states. Although I have a friend in Louisiana, I might try to stop by to see one of my best friends from high school. Then from there, head over to Texas, and possibly go back through to San Antonio. That's also worth seeing, even though I've been there several times already, just because it's cool. And possibly stop by again the Dallas-Fort Worth area, because I kind of grew up there too. And then from there, I will head out towards New Mexico, Nevada. May try to make it up to Utah if it's not cold. I don't know what winter's like in that area. Never been up there in the winter. If it's freezing cold, I'm not going to head up that way. And definitely going to plan on stopping in Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. And then from there, I will most likely hit California. California, I've been there in the southern part, I guess, around Los Angeles and Hollywood. So I'll go back there again, but then this time I'm going to travel up the California coast up towards San Francisco, and then probably continue on, maybe all the way up to Oregon and stuff. Never been up over there in the Northwest Territories, so that'll all be new to me. But hopefully by then it'll be like spring or summer, because I'm not planning on just zipping across the country. I plan on going at a very leisurely pace. That way I can stop to work and make some money. Try to send off some money for child support if I can. And just basically make it, the trip itself is my destination. Like right now I'm trying to calm my heart down and get my brain to slow down and say, hey, you're not going anywhere. The journey that you're making right now, being here and now at this beach, is where you want to be. I want to be at Fort Pierce right now, and I'm at Fort Pierce. The plan was to stay at Fort Pierce for a day. I spent pretty much the whole day here. I don't think, I'm debating whether or not I want to sleep in Fort Pierce. I probably don't. I'm thinking of heading towards Jensen Beach and sleeping down there, even though I think cops might be a little bit more strict there than here. Not 100% positive, but I know that in Jupiter and Tequesta area, they are very strict. And if they see me again, they might say, hey, we remember you. So, the plan is to work tonight, head down to Jensen, and then continue on down. Hang out with a friend at West Palm Beach. Well, Lake Worth actually, and then hit West Palm Beach areas, West Palm Beach, and then continue on down to Miami Beach. I'm gonna possibly try to sleep in Miami, but that could be dangerous. But I may try it, maybe on the outskirts. I don't know. It just depends on how brave I feel, and what my gut says. And then from there, then we'll head towards the Keys, at least the upper Keys. Anyhow, I'm gonna go show you the beach, and then take my shower, then make my dinner, and head back to try to get some videos uploaded.